Guys, welcome back to my hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I do not know when I'm going to post this video, but this is going to be one of the hardest videos I've ever filmed. This is my third time filming this video when I'm actually calm and in a decent mood. So yeah, I'm just going to tell you my story, and disclaimer, if you are under the age of 13, please exit this video. I don't need you to watch this because it's not, we're going to be talking about big girl stuff, okay? We're not going to be talking about little kid stuff. So if you are not 13, please exit this video. I just rather you be older, okay? Because it's a lot of mature things that we're going to be talking about that you probably don't need to be listening to. Another disclaimer is that in no way, shape, or form am I blaming, like, fully 100% blaming someone else for my mistake. I am holding myself accountable for everything that I've done. I completely admit that I was wrong for things that I've done, and I am 100% wrong, okay? I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything, trying to make it seem like I'm a victim, because reality, I am a victim, but at the same time, it still partially was my fault. Even though mostly it was someone else's fault, it still was partially my fault for letting myself be taken advantage of. So, we're going to be talking about my story. I guess I've been compared to the 13 Reasons Why girl, because I literally have so many reasons, like, that I literally could have ended my life, but I just didn't, okay? So, no, I'm not. No, my story is nothing like the 13 Reasons Why series. It's complete different. But I'm just want to tell you guys my side of the story. And I'm making this video not only just for me, but if this could actually help someone out and just to be able to relate, and just for one girl to be like, I can relate to that. That would make my world. Just for a girl to know that she is not alone and she is feeling the same thing that someone else is. Like, just to see that happen makes me so happy. And I'm making this video for my future. Can look back at this video and they can learn from my mistake. That's just like how I look at it. Like, I look at it as you can learn from me. So yeah. First thing we're gonna talk about is how it all started. So if you guys don't know, last year I already made this story time on my YouTube channel. How last year, it was basically a few months ago, I told my story how last year, with my ex-boyfriend and all the crap that happened, I did a story time on that. I didn't say everything that happened in the video. I kept names out of it. How I lost my best friend because of him, and that was really heartbreaking. Yeah. I'm here to tell all of that because he is a part to play in this story right now. No. So basically, to sum it all up, I got exposed for a video. And that's basically what this story time is about. But, to be completely honest, it goes way farther than just a video. It goes way farther to things and experiences in my life that I did not ask for. And I know I didn't deserve. But, things happen. And it is what it is, Some things you just wish you can change in life. Some things you just wish you could just take back. But you just have to live with it. And like I said, I'm held accountable for my decisions and my things that I've done. And I completely own up to it. And it's something that I have to live with every single day. So, last year, I was with my ex or whatever. And not last year. Well, it was kind of last year, but it was more of like, end of last year. So, he treated me like crap. There's times when he was okay. There was times when he was decent. There was times when he was, not that bad. But we were just back and forth. Like, argued all the time and everything. And I was just at the point where this one time, I just wanted to be done. Like, done. I was tired of it. This one time, I just got so fed up of being treated like crap. I just, like, walked away. And it's kind of hard to do that, you know? Like, most females are vulnerable when they're in a relationship and they don't know, like, they lose themselves. And for me to just get up and walk away is like, it takes some strong muscles for that, because, like, some girls would have just stayed, got played, let them be treated like crap. And I sat there and I let that happen. And I was like on and off with him all the time. And I finally really ended it November 2nd or November 3rd. I'm not quite sure. So while I was in even though I walked away, it wasn't something I really wanted to do. Like, but I did it for my own good. And I didn't want to do it. Like, I was still upset. I was still sad. Like, I was still, like, upset about it. And I was vulnerable at the time. And I had a guy friend that I was friends with, that he was pretending like he actually was there for me. And so I went to his house, whatever. Oh gosh, there's a freaking ant. I need to kill that. I went to his house or whatever, and we ended up doing things, okay? And not having sex because I'm a virgin, okay? But just things that are not child appropriate. Let's just say that. And I was vulnerable. Like, I wasn't thinking at the time. Like, I wasn't thinking about, you know, what could happen. I was just like, okay, I'm trying to get over my ex, like, whatever. Like, I wasn't thinking, like, the deeper side of it. Like, and he was a person I thought I could trust, you know, like. And what's really hypocritical is he told me not to tell anyone what happened, when it's like, that is so hypocritical. So after that happened, I thought that was going to be the end of it. A month later, December 3rd, when the time I took a break from YouTube, oh yeah, let me see. This is how I found out, because I don't want to miss anything in this video. I walked to school, okay? No, I walked to school. I got to school at the bus stop, and he gave me this look on his face, like, I can't explain it, like this, like, I can't explain it. He was just staring at me. I was like, why is he staring at me today? You know, you never noticed me, like, anytime. And it's weird, because out of all those times you didn't really talk to me, you started to be rude, like, after the situation happened. So I was like, that's weird, okay. So, then after that, fourth period comes in, and my STEM teacher is sitting here telling me, like, Lanaya, the not front office, the 8th grade office called you to come because they want to talk to you about something. And I was like, okay, like, what is it? And he was like, did you do anything bad? Did you get in trouble? And I said, no, I didn't. Not that I can remember. I didn't do anything bad at school, or nothing school related that I could get in trouble for. So I went to the office, and the first thing they asked me is, do you know, and I can't say his name, blank blank. And I said, yes. They said, did you do anything with blank blank? And I said, yes. I wasn't sitting up here about to lie, say anything. No, I wasn't. And they said, after that, he recorded a video of you, and it's going around the school. You guys, I cannot tell you, my heart completely, like, dropped. Like, I was like, nah, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. This ain't real. Like, y'all really trolling right now. Like, I was like, y'all joking. Like, y'all not for real. I don't take y'all seriously anyways. Like, I never took y'all serious, because whenever I went to y'all and tried to tell y'all stuff, y'all never took me serious. So why would I take y'all serious? Like, I didn't take them serious at first. Until I realized when things started getting real was when I walked out that door. Okay. So they told me, they was like, yeah, he had a video of you. Would you like a no contact contract? Would you like to press charges? How are you going to tell your parents? Like, they were just throwing so much at me when you just told me 5 seconds ago I got exposed for a video. Like, what? What? How you going, like, I don't understand that. Like, excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. I'm trying to process this right now of you telling me I just got exposed for a video. But, and then you're asking me if I want to get a no contact contract, all this dumb stuff. I don't care about that. I'm just trying to process what you just told me. Because I'm thinking I'm dreaming right now. Like, they were just throwing so much. And I said, excuse me, I'm trying to process this. I told them that. And it's humiliating that someone I know, like, that was my not guidance counselor, a lady and a guy knew that about me. I felt so embarrassed. Like, I felt so embarrassed. And the dude had the nerve to, the administrator had the nerve to say, oh, you're not a bad kid. You just made a mistake. That's all. A mistake that effed up my whole life. Like, what do you mean just a mistake? Like, what? What? I'm sorry. No one can ever convince me otherwise. But the school tried, but they did not try hard enough to get justice for me. And look, when I finish telling y'all the story, you're going to be mind blown. Like, because most of you people are so quick to call me out, ask me questions, am I the girl who got exposed, say all this stuff, call me a hoe, call me a thought, ask me to do it to this guy next, ask me to, like, no, there ain't none of that. Like, are you serious? Like, but in reality, I'm more than that. I know for a fact I'm not just a girl from a stupid freaking video. I'm talented. I'm more than that. I'm a nice person if y'all would get to know me than freaking judging me for once. I know, like, I'm freaking talented. I have a musical talent. I'm athletic. I can freaking dance. But y'all don't know that about me. Y'all just so quick to assume I'm this type of way. I'm that type of way. Assume the story when you don't know. Here's one thing. Don't you ever speak on the behalf of somebody's story when you weren't there. If you weren't there, don't speak on my side. Don't do that. I don't want to hear what you got to say. This happened, Lenina. No, don't please, don't even give me with that BS, okay? Don't sit up here and try to be like, this is what happened to her. I know my side of the story, honey, because I was there. You want to talk about me, but you weren't there. That's what really annoys me. You weren't there. You can't assume nothing about me. You can't say something about me because you don't know me, for one. And then it's like, I was very upset when I found out the person I thought I could trust did this to me. Like, dude, I couldn't even believe it from there. Like, I gave you my body, bro. Like, just thinking that. I gave you my body. And this is what you do to me, bro. Like, we never had any fights. I never did anything wrong to you. We've always looked out for each other. So what's the problem? Why would you do some crap like that to me when I did nothing to you? You can't, listen, you can think of a million things in the world, but you can't think about one thing I did wrong to you. You can't. You know what? We could put a gun to this dude's head and he won't say one thing I did wrong to him. But you want to talk all that mess though. But you won't say something I did wrong. Because I didn't do anything wrong to you, honey. I don't know what you got going on. I don't know what it is. But I did nothing to you. So that really broke my heart. Like, I was like, wow. Like, I already was freaking heartbroken for my last thing and to have to double that and deal with you, like, pretending to be there. Like, what? What? Like, is you serious? Like, so then that day I went to lunch and I didn't eat anything. I had to keep going back and forth to the office the whole time. Like, it was very annoying. It was very frustrating, but I still did it. And I didn't want to do that, but I had to the whole day. So I'm going to just keep going with the story. I'm not going to keep blabbing because I had a moment. Okay. So I went to lunch. I didn't even want to eat. Like, I sat there with my head down and I was crying. Like, I could not take it. Like, and the only friend that was there for me was Lilia, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart for being there for me when I thought no one was gonna be there. Like, I really do. Like, even in times if I'm wrong, I'm so glad that, like, that's a ride or die friend, man. Like, I'm trying not to cry, but. And as I was crying at the table, these girls, some of them I was friends with, some of them I wasn't, some of them I didn't like. It was about 4 or 5 of them. They came all the way over to my lunch table to pretend like they cared about me, and they're hugging me and saying it's going to be okay. My friends were the only ones that I thought were real, okay? But coming to find out, honey, no one's real, okay? No one is real. Because a few days ago, I found out one of them girls was the one talking crap about me. But you were so-called, oh, it's going to be okay, Lanaya. No, listen, I don't want your fake freaking energy. I don't want none of that. Y'all don't want any of your fake energy around me, especially when I was in a vulnerable moment. You had the nerve to be fake to me, and you know I'm going through a lot. Like, who does that? Like, who does that? I'm sorry. If I don't like a person or something, I'm not going to go and mess with them while they're crying. Like, who does that crap when you're vulnerable? Like, I don't understand. Like, I really don't. But, so it was another thing that pissed me off. That was the first thing that pissed me off about my freaking school. I got to 5th period. I told my group of friends. My group of friends, they knew, but they couldn't tell me because it was like 5th period. And they found out. Sometimes I told them because they didn't know quite low. And yeah, so I told them and I was like, I want to freaking die. Like, I literally said that. And it was PE class, and I'm assuming that the coach heard me say that. So then when 6th period came, the teacher got a call, and I had to keep going back and forth to the office. It was so annoying. I had to go back to the office, go to a counselor because they were like saying, oh, Lanaya, they said you wanted to die, or they said you want to kill yourself or some crap like that. And I was like, yeah, I did say that. I didn't even want to say anything. I was like, bro, like, the whole freaking school staff probably already knows my business by now. Like, that is just so humiliating. Like, I don't know. And I got, like, dirty looks. Like, I don't like it. Like, I'm the type of person, I don't like attention. Whether it's good or bad, I don't like attention. I'm not that type of person. I'm not a person that's always in drama. I'm not like that. Like, at all. But I just don't understand. Like, am I a bad person? Like, am I really a bad person? Like, honestly, like, so I went back to the office and, yeah, they counseled me. They said it's gonna be okay. You know, you'll get through it. There's a tunnel. And they'll be like, I feel like the quote, it gets better, is BS to me. Because I feel like it should be, it gets better, but it takes time. Because nothing just gets better overnight. Like, I don't know. They say it gets better, but for me, it got better than it got worse. Like, I don't know. So I'm here to explain all that to those people, what the freak I went through. Because most of y'all don't know. Y'all just think I'm just a stupid girl who didn't see a stupid freaking camera. Then I got exposed for a video. First of all, I want to address that real quick. When I got exposed for the video, when he was recording us, he had a hidden camera. He wasn't using his phone, and it wasn't like this. So how y'all gonna say that mess? Like, you weren't there. You weren't there. Like, so how are you gonna say that? That's another thing I can't stand. So let's get that out of the way. You weren't there, so, and I was looking in his room. I couldn't see that. And I am not dumb. I can tell when something's happening because I looked around to double check. I didn't see no camera. So you must have been good for that, because I don't know. So, 6th period comes, 7th period, and I come back, and I just break down. And I have that class with my ex, and literally all he was doing was telling me it was my fault. Like, my ex was only telling me it was my fault. I had a stupid freaking smirk on his face. Like, what the heck? You said it was my, like, oh, it's your fault, it's your fault. Like, what the heck? Because we were still kind of friends, but not really. And we sat at the same table. And I was crying so bad. I was mad, angry. Like, I just had, you could tell I had hurt my eyes, and I've never cried that way ever in my life. Like, the way it felt, like, I just never have. And the thing that mostly hurt me is that he was sitting across from me, like, on the other table. My guy friend, ex-guy friend who did it, he was sitting across from me, and he literally just sat there and watched me cry. Like, watch me have tears on my face. Like, I don't understand that. I don't know. And I was so pissed. Like, days I had it. I asked the teacher to move my seat because I just couldn't stand there and look at him. I wanted to throw a chair at him. I was so tempted, but I had to get sent out of the classroom because it was that bad. So, let's move on. There's this thing called AirDrop on iPhone, and I guess this thing just got way out of proportion. Christmas, it was just horrible for me. I wasn't in the Christmas spirit. I was very, like, sad. I was just not myself at all. And January came in. I thought things were actually going to get better, but it did for a little bit, and then it just got even worse. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, when we were in the office, they told my mom, and they didn't tell her, they just said it was a sexual video. That's all they said. And I just said, oh, I just lied to my mom and said, like, oh, it was just a video of this guy zooming up in my butt. Like, that was it when I was walking. I had to lie because I didn't want the fear. I had the fear of, like, I didn't want my family to find out that. That would hurt them. Like, I didn't want that. I was being selfless at that point because I know, like, they would be so upset. Like, I didn't want that to happen. And, yeah, I was just really upset. And so I tried to go through my guy best friend that I totally appreciate, that was completely there for me. I tried to go through him and talk to my ex-guy friend who did this to me. All he said when I was going through this crap, oh my god, what I'm about to tell you is crazy. So, the end of 2019, I was trying to commit suicide. And I just can't believe that I was, like, ever that low, like, in my life. Like, I didn't want